Welcome to the Knitting Yak virtual edition. Today's guest is Cecilia Losada.
Hi!
Hi, hello. Do you hear me well?
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Oh, good.
Wait, now it's perfect.
All right.
Hello, how are you?
You're going to do all the talking, so I don't really have to talk.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, I'm so happy to see you again. How have you been doing?
Very well, very well. I'm now that we can go out here in Spain, we can go out with kids. So 1 hour per day, but we are happy because we have a lot of nature around home. So we are happy for that.
I think I've seen some in your recent photo shoot. Is that around your house?
Yes, it's 300 meters from here. So it's very close.
Right. Well, first of all, hi to everybody. I'm really excited about this episode because it's the first time that we invited a crochet designer. And I must admit that I don't know nothing about crochet, nothing whatsoever, if not like the chainette stitch, and which I tried. And this is something that I always wanted to learn. And I know a lot of people out there want to learn. And you have some amazing, beautiful design, and we will talk about it. And I think so I'm very, very excited, because of the way you work, the way you are, your like joy, your spark, your smile, your joy. I mean, when we met, I was like, the sun came into the room when you came in and see us. So I'm very, very happy to have you on the channel.
Oh, thank you so much. It's very important for me. It's an honor to work with your yarns. I remember when I saw you for first time in Barcelona Knits Festival, and I saw the yarns, and I said, "Oh my God!" I didn't knew that they were yak yarns, but I remember the colors, and I said, "Oh my God, this is perfect for working with color work." So I remember that I give you my card, and I said, "Oh, please." Yes.
Yes, and then we met again in New York.
Yes. That was great in Vogue Knitting Live. Yes.
Yes. So, and we will talk. Somebody says that the shawl you design with our yarn is stunning, and we will talk about it in a minute. So I don't want to spoil the surprise. You have it there, yeah?
Okay.
Now, a lot of the people that are following right now are, of course, Spanish speakers. So at any given time you want to switch to Spanish, it's okay. You can do it.
Yes. Okay, for me it's perfect.
Okay. And I still understand I won't be able to speak, but, in case, because I see a lot of people are Spanish followers, so it would be nice maybe if you want to just say a few things here and there for them. And but we are trying to keep this as international as we can. And I just want to say hi to a few people. I see a friend of mine from my hometown, Manuela, joining us. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Reiko, a lot of people that I know are here. So it's great. But first I want to start before we talk about your shawl, I want to ask about your name. I mean, not Cecilia, not your real name, but your Instagram and Ravelry name.
Yes, well, my name in the name of my brand name, it's Mama Do It Yourself. So when I start this job, writing patterns, I said, "Oh my God, I always make craft, always. I'm a crafter since I have 18 years, and I live on my own since I have 18 years with my craft, with my handcraft. So I always was selling macrame, crochet, and different crafts that I learned traveling all around the world. So when I start writing the instructions for crocheting something, I said, okay, what's the name that I can write? Because I don't know what's the name of the brand. So before Mama Do It Yourself, I had another brand to sell baby clothes and crochet hats. And the name was the name of my son, my oldest son, that is Theo. So it was like, in English, I can say that is like Theo's place. But then Louis was born, so I said, okay, now I can follow with this job because I can have a brand with the name of one and the other one no. So what can I do about that?
Yeah, it would not be fair.
So, yes, totally. So I was thinking a lot, and my son Theo, he always said to me, "Mama, mama, mama this, mama that." So, so I said, "Okay, mama, mama, it's a good name, but what else? What else can I put instead of mama?" So, do it yourself. It was great because I'm a person who loves to make everything by myself, like the web, all the graphic design, everything that you see in my job, in my work, is made by myself. So I said, okay, so mama, do it yourself.
Perfect name. Yes. Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, just the name. I saw the name before I saw you, and I was like, this is a person that has a lot of energy for sure. And when I met you, I was like, whoa, she has energy for 10 people at least.
Yes, and besides, when you read mama and then a sign, like an expression sign, and then do it yourself. It's more like mama, do it yourself.
It is,
you know?
Yeah. And so tell me a little bit about yourself. I mean, of course, a lot of people will know about it, and but we have a lot of followers that might not be as familiar with you as others. So you're originally from Argentina, but you now live in
Yes, I was born in Argentina, in a city that is called Córdoba. It's the second most important city from Argentina. But we have a lot of nature around the city, very close to the city. We have mountains, rivers. It's a very beautiful city and a very beautiful place to live also. And I always love to make any kind of art. I was studying theater in the university, and also puppets when I was younger. Yes, I know how to construct puppets. So yes, so I love to make things by myself and with my hands. And it was obvious that when I start working with handcraft, is love for that job, because you don't live like rich, but you can live, and because you love the job. It's, I don't know, it's something that I made all day, and I'm like in a meditation place. That is my place when I make things.
Yeah.
And then one day I have the opportunity to start traveling as a backpacker. So I was living in a nomad a lot of years with my backpack.
Yeah.
And yes, and traveling all around South America. I was in the jungle, in the Amazonia. I was in Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, in a lot of little and big places with different cultures, different kind of people. And I learned so much about simplicity of life and how we can live only with the work that we make with our hands, and that we don't need a lot of things to be happy. So yes, and especially when I was in the jungle in Amazonia, I learned that we are like ants in the big world.
Very little compared.
Yes, and I don't know, we were walking in the jungle with the guide, and with things that he cut fruits and with that, and that was all that we need for living. So I said, oh my God, the life can be so simple.
Yeah.
So that was a big school for me, and I learned a lot in a human way.
Right.
And obviously I like a lot to make handcraft. I learned a lot also for different cultures and living with them. So I think that now, after a lot of years, I'm express everything that I could see around my travelings and around the world with my designs. So I'm happy for that.
And we actually have a few people from Argentina that tune in and they say hi as well. So you also have somebody
Yes.
from your home country. Now, how did you end up in Spain? Did you just stop traveling then, or you just?
Yes, I was traveling for all South America. Then I decided to come back to Argentina, but when in the same time that I decided to come back, it was the economical crisis,
Yes.
Corralito, the famous crisis in 2002 in the year, yes. And I was only 1 month, and I said, "Oh my God, what I'm doing here? It's this is a disaster."
Yeah.
Yes, it was very difficult for living there as a handcrafter. So I remember that I said, "Okay." A couple of friends of mine, they said, "Okay, we're going to Spain because we're going to make summer there, selling handcraft." So I said like a joke. I remember that I said like a joke, okay, maybe in a week I'll see you there.
You did. You joined them.
Yes. So that day I was in the bed and I thought, maybe that's possible. I can be there in 1 week. So the next day I remember that I get up from the bed and I went to a traveling agents to buy a ticket.
Wow.
And 1 week later, I was in Spain with only 50 euros in my pocket. And that's what everything.
Wow. That's incredible. I mean, I have a similar past from, a lot of backpacking as well in my time, and picking up my backpack, boarding a train in Venice, doing a Trans-Siberian train over Russia, ended up in China, and that's where I moved. So I understand the idea and the passion of trying to travel so far away and discover different cultures. And the language was very different for me, but it's incredible. I mean, I'm sure that all of the inspiration that you got from all of these travels, especially in South America, which is so rich in handicraft traditions and colors and designs, is still what keeps you going in terms of inspiration, I guess.
Yes, all the time.
And
yes.
And now you're based where? In Spain, New York?
And now I'm living in a little city that it's called Sant Pere de Ribes, that it's in Catalonia, very near from Barcelona. It's a half an hour from Barcelona. I'm very near from the beach. I'm very next to Sitges, that it's
nice,
it's a very famous.
Yeah. And can you go out now? You said it's an hour a day. Can you walk on the beach and or this?
No. We can only go out 1 kilometer from home.
Oh yeah, it's very similar to Italy.
Yes.
Yeah, the situation there.
Yes, but I'm lucky because as I told you before, we have a lot of nature around this town. So I'm very next from my home. So we are happy because I can go with the kids there and they can run and scream and everything.
Yeah. A friend of mine just said, I remember when you left Venice, I was there. Yeah, I actually lived with my friend Manuela when I decided to move to China. So that was a long time ago.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So going back to your design, so you really focus now. You've done all sorts of crafts, macrame. You want to tell us a little bit about all the different things that you did, and then we focus on the crochet side?
I did so much.
Not too many then. Just
Yes,
few of them.
just a list. Okay, just a list. I make macrame, batik in different ways. I also work with, I don't know how to say it, with
Weaving? No.
velas, that in the church you...
Oh, candela, candles.
Eso. Yeah, candles, also in different ways. I work also with different metals and crochet a lot when I was in towns that have beach. Yeah. I sell a lot of crochet because I crochet a lot of bikinis and tops, so little garments that you can sell it very well. But then and then when my little kid Theo was born, I start to sew. So, yes, sew. Yeah, clothes for babies and kids.
Oh wow! So you did everything basically. Okay.
Yes, a lot,
but
a lot.
You do knit as well, yeah?
Yes. It's 3 years ago that I started knitting. And 1 year that I start also publishing my knitting designs.
Yes.
But most of all, I crochet 25 years ago.
Yeah. And you do wonderful. I mean, it's incredible what you do. So let's talk a little bit about your crochet. Do you want to, shall we talk about the design, what you did for us first, and then we move on to other things?
Yes, I have ready here.
I only seen it in photos, so.
Yes, this is the calendula shawl. As you can see, it has a very beautiful crochet edge. And it's a crescent shawl, like a half moon.
Yeah. So you start like in the knitting, you start from there, the center?
Here, yes, here, and then it's a top-down shawl. Yes.
Okay. And so this is done with the lace yarn, yeah? Without lace yarn?
Yes, I use two strands.
You hold
two strands at the same time. Yes.
So you use the baby yak.
Yes.
By hold double. Yeah, I looked. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So there's the lace weight hold double, and you use 3 colors. You use the oatmeal.
Yes.
You use the saffron, which I only
have
the
chocolate.
Medium, but this is and the chocolate. Yeah.
Yes, very beautiful. The 3 colors together are beautiful.
It is. They are very, very beautiful. And you use 2 skeins each.
Yes, 2 skeins, but I maybe from the orange or from the other one, I have
some left.
Yes, here I have the rest of the
leftovers.
Of the skeins. Yes, I didn't use it everything. Wait.
But you can use the leftovers to do something else, I guess. Is there enough?
Yes, but I put all. You see, I have 2 bowls like this.
Yeah.
Of the natural color, and then from the orange.
Oh, you see have quite a bit left. Wow. Yes.
Yes, and from the
chocolate
brown, I think that is the one that I have more. 2 like this.
So you can still do something else, maybe a little hat or something. You can still make something else with
it. Yes, I can make something with this.
Yeah, for people that are getting the yarn, what I wanted to say is that once you have that beautiful shawl made, you can still.
Yes, I want to make a pair of mittens with color work also.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. And how difficult? I mean, for people that let's talk about. Sorry, let's talk about the pattern. So the calendula shawl, you launched the pattern yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, it was yesterday, and is on. You have it on Ravelry. And
yeah, on Ravelry and also in Etsy.
In Etsy, okay. So you can go and
yes,
and find it there. And if you follow us and Cecilia, we have it all linked up. And right now you have a special going on, correct? No.
Yes, now it's with 20% of discount until next Monday.
Okay. So your 20% discounts and then next Monday. And I see Carlotta just pop in. Carlotta, remind me what we have. So we have the pattern on, we have a kit. We made beautiful kits of in different colors as well on our website. We run out of the oatmeal color, which means that if you order that kit in the oatmeal, you just have to wait a little bit longer to get that colors, but we also have other options. And we have a special with a code that Carlotta is going to type up in a second. I think it's Cecilia 10 or Cecilia
15.
Thank you. Sorry, it just
yes.
each week is different, and I just want to make sure. So Cecilia 15 to get 50% off the kit, the yarn, and then you can get the pattern with 20% off. So it's basically a good deal. You should just go right now. And you can also choose the yarn that you want. You don't have to choose our colors.
If you visit the pattern in Ravelry, you will see that my testers make different combinations with the yarn that they had at home, because now they can buy too much. So, and besides, I have testers a lot from South America also, because I have a lot of followers from South America. So they make their own combinations, and I think that they are great because you can see the pattern with different colors. And they make a beautiful work. So I send you a kiss for all my testers.
Yes. And if you are in Spain and you want to get the kits, you know, we ship from Italy. So for the US and Canada, we ship from the US, but in Italy or Europe, and we ship from Italy. And we do ship to some countries in South America as well. I know there's some country you cannot send it, you cannot ship, but you know, we always get that. And this is the first time that you use the yak fiber,
yes, it's the first time. Yes, and I'm really I love it. I love it. The shawl is perfect. It's perfect for a shawl, even in crochet, because crochet is like when you crochet something, the fabric comes like with more body, you know, you have more strands when you work. So it's not so fine as if you knit something. It's different. The texture is very different, and the final results also are very different. So, but for crochet, I think that is great. It has a lot of movement, and it's not a thing that it's get in the same place always, you know. So I love it. I really love, and also for lace, it's very good.
I was actually going to ask, I was going to ask, do you feel that because it's a short fiber, that was one of the questions that a lot of crocheters ask us, does it break? Do you have that?
No, not at all. Not. I remember that when I touched for the first time, I said like this, I'm broke. But when you crocheted, there was no problem.
Okay. And now if you hold it double, do you have the feeling that is difficult with the hook to grab the two plies, or is it?
Not at all. Not at all. No, it was perfect for working and for wearing. I just love it. If it was not like this, I would not say it. So because I'm very transparent about that. Yes. I'm very transparent when I say information about something, and And I really love to work with these yarns. I think that, and the color are beautiful, are really beautiful. And as I told you before, it is a shawl that has movement, is very beautiful.
Right.
Even for this texture part, or for the texture, or for the lace section, it's great.
So how difficult is this? If somebody doesn't know how to crochet, would you advise that this is an intermediate pattern or expert's pattern?
No, maybe for a beginner plus.
Okay. Okay.
A beginner plus, because I love to make video tutorials for all my patterns, always. Yes. So when you have something special or special stitches or whatever you need to crochet the pattern, I always make videos that are also free in my YouTube channel. So you can see how to make the poof stitch.
The bubbles, yeah.
Yes, the bubbles, the poof, the picot, or even in this part that it has different textures.
Yeah.
Making the single crochet in different strands. So if you follow the video tutorials, you will not have problem. And besides, in the pattern, you will find a progress chart of each section. So you can count every stitch when you finish each row. So it's very easy to follow. You can mark in your progress chart what is your advance in your progress. And I think that everybody can crochet this shawl.
Well, yeah, sure. Sure, everybody will agree with that. But
yeah, beginner plus.
Okay. So talking about beginners, what is your advice to people that want to, people like myself? I always wanted to try crochet, but it just sort of like, oh, I don't want to do a granny square. I don't want to start with that, not because it just doesn't look something that I would want to do. But so what is your advice to somebody that wants to pick up, especially in this period that we still have to stay home, or we should stay home? What would you say? What is the best way to start, besides watching your YouTube videos, of course?
I think that the best way to start is with a shawl, any shawl, because a shawl, it's a project that when you start, you finish, you don't have different sizes, you only have one size, and you need you crochet in flat, so it's easy for people who is starting. And also it's a garment, I'm sorry, it's not a garment, it's an
accessory, that's what you want to say?
Yes, an accessory that you will use a lot.
Yeah.
And depending the materials that you use, if you use yarn or vegetable yarns, it's for summer or for winter. So I think that a shawl, it's the best thing that you can crochet now in the quarantine season.
Yeah. And
in fact, I crochet a lot of shawls because I wasn't knitting a lot. I was crocheting more than knitting, because there are things that you finish in 2, 3, 4 days. So you have satisfaction, immediately satisfaction. So it's like, oh, okay, I finished. Wow, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, somebody said it's indeed true that it's easier to start crochet and learn how to crochet with a shawl. And I'm trying to read all the Spanish as well and translate them at the same time. So yeah, they're going fast. Talking about shawl, I went through your, of course, through your Ravelry, and besides the beautiful calendula that you did, you have, I don't know if you have it there, we didn't prepare this, the Olé shawl. Would you happen to have it there?
Yes, I have here. I have 2 versions of the Olé shawl.
I have it here.
This was, that one. This is the first version that I crochet. it was more in dark
Yes, in dark
colors.
colors. And so this is the
Yes.
second version?
Yes, and that's the second version. Is this one? It's more bigger. It's bigger than the first one.
Oh, wow.
And it's beautiful, really, really beautiful. I like it a lot.
And
yes.
It's called the Ole, O-L-E, sorry, I was saying, yeah, O-L-E shawl, and it's available on Ravelry. And this one, what weight is it? This is
fingering.
Also, this is a fingering weight.
For fingering weight, yes.
We could do this with our baby yak and silk. I don't know if you have seen.
Yes.
If you've seen that, because I think, I don't know, just grabbing a skin of that. Do you think that that would work?
Yes, I think that it would work. It will work perfectly for this shawl.
God, somebody out there, can you please crochet out Ole shawl with me? I'll give you the. I'll give you the yarn.
Yes.
Looks beautiful. How difficult is this one?
This is called Ole because I was living in Granada, in Andalusia, Spain, here in Spain. I was living almost 6 years in total.
Yeah.
And I remember that I was learning flamenco, how to dance flamenco.
Of course you did.
Yes. Yes, 4 years. I was dancing every week. So, and that was that I call this Ole because it has this, you know, very flamenco style.
So let's make a deal. I learn how to crochet. I will try to crochet this shawl. Then you come to New York and you teach me flamenco.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
I think I will need a few years, but yes, I mean, that's amazing. Just if I actually want you wearing that dancing flamenco in New York. That's what I want to see.
Oh, great. You can see videos. When I make the launch of this shawl, I make mini videos, dancing flamenco, mini videos, very short videos. You can see it even in my feed in Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes, it's up there.
I'll check
yes,
it out.
There are less than 1 minute because they are in my feed. So very short videos, but they're very funny also.
Wow. Now, what is that? I'm curious. What do you have on? It looks amazing too. Is there something that you crochet too? Yes.
Yes, this is the summer version of the Coco Boxy sweater. And this is the summer version. I didn't finish yet. It's open because...
Sorry. Can you just stand up for a second? Can we see?
Yes.
Yeah, just for a second so that we can see it. And
yes,
I interrupted you. Sorry. Wow. That's so
yes,
beautiful.
It's not finished yet. As you see, it's open.
Yeah.
Because I still have to sew it and then have more larger.
Yeah.
Longer. But yes, longer. But I have the winter version with long sleeves and more boxy. And now I decide to make the summer version. I will finish maybe for next month. And this is with cotton.
Yeah.
So, and very fresh also in this part. So it's different. And the sleeves are gonna just be like this. Wow. Yes. And it's more open and the neck is more open than the winter version.
So now what's the difference when you crochet? What's the difference? You know, can you talk a little bit about crochet with different fibers? Is there a different way of doing it? Do you need to crochet differently, or is just the result is different, the feeling?
I think that when I started knitting because I was looking for online courses for crochet better, but I didn't find it. So I started knitting because I make a lot of technique online workshops, about knitting because I wanted to learn about different fibers or different techniques or different constructions. So I started knitting about that.
So
It was like an accident. It was like an accident, and then I use all the technique that I learned knitting for crochet.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But now, what's the difference between using a cotton fiber or like a cashmere or a yak in crochet? Do you feel the difference? Is that the result is?
I think that depending the fiber you use, it's also the money that you will spend.
Yeah.
Because for crochet you need
it's a lot
too
of
much
yarn.
more.
Yeah.
Yes, too much yarn than knitting something. So first of all, the economic part of this work. But then, for example, this is cotton, and I think that it's beautiful. But I make the same one with yarn, with a yarn that was with silk and merino yarn. And I like a lot the movement that has the garment, because it's not a static thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I like more natural yarns, because crochet it's more wearable.
Right. Oh wow. Okay.
Yes.
Now there are two pieces behind you that have been very intriguing since we started the conversation. It looks like a cow behind you.
Yes, this is the cowl version of the Amaru shawl.
Oh, I have the Amaru. I was going to talk about that.
Yes,
so that's the Amaru shawl.
Yes,
so
this
Amaru
one
is AMARU. Amaru shawl.
Yes.
Oh,
it's this one.
So it has that has something to do with the South American theme or culture.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, Amaru, it's a word that comes from Peru. It's an Inca word that means snake.
Snake.
So yes, the snake for Incas is like the connection that they have for the sub world. You know, they have 3 different levels, and the sub world is the death world. So the snake have this connection with the humans and the sub world. The snake make the connection between. Yes.
Above and under earth.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is the snake represented with this mosaic knitting chart. Wow. And these are all the stones that you see in every wall of Cuzco.
Beautiful. Stunning.
Yes.
And
yes,
so
yes.
you've done this into a cowl version, which is what I was looking. My God, this is so, it's so beautiful.
Yes,
this is really big.
A shawl.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have left lovers, so I decided to make the cowl also. Yeah. But this is gonna publish it next autumn. Not yet, because now we are in summer, so yes. So we have, but this is different. Because, yes, this is knitted in a circular way, so I have to change everything, all the instructions. This is knitted in a flat way, and this is in a circular way.
So hold on a second. This one is knitted. It's not. This one is knitted, not crochet. This is knitted.
Yeah, this one is knitted. Yes.
All right.
You see?
Can manage that. Wow. So you guys, you have a real preview here of something is going to arrive. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I just keep discovering things just by looking at you. What about your earrings? Did you make those too?
These are from Turkey. I was in Istanbul. Yes, I was in Istanbul 2 years ago, and I buy these and a lot of earrings to a man who was selling her wife handcraft.
Oh, wow.
Because a woman can't work because of religion.
Yeah.
So the man sells the work from their wives, and she makes a lot of different earrings. All was very beautiful. So I buy a lot of this
Gorgeous.
handcraft.
Yes.
And
Yes.
besides, I always buy something. I am always looking for handcrafts
Yeah.
because I was handcrafter, so
Yeah.
I always look things that are made by hand.
Yeah, but it's also a great way to support the local economy, trying to identify
Yes.
women-made artisanal objects is very, very good. In the same way that, you know, it's great that you do what you do and people support you the way they do because you're using your, you know, your manual or skills. So
Yes.
now that I got you to unveil that cowl, the sweater pullover that you have also on the mannequin. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just undress your I'm just undress everything. Yeah, come
Yes,
closer.
this
Yeah.
is a very easy sweater to knit.
Easy for
It's
some.
a bottom-up construction,
Yeah.
and it has a lot of color work and texture. But it's very easy because it's all, you don't have too much increases or decreases.
It's very
It's easy
boxy.
to make.
Okay.
Yes, it's very boxy.
Yeah.
And this sweater, it's called Aviala, that in our in I'm sorry, a lot of years ago, before colonization, that was the name that has the America territory before colonization. So Aviala, for this culture, for Cuna culture from Panama and Colombia, that was the name, the original name from all the territory that now is known as America. So
Yeah.
I like, yes, Aviala is, yes.
And is this pattern already available, or is this something that you're working on and will come out?
No, this is available in 10 different sizes and it's free in my Ravelry store. You can just download the pattern. It's very complete.
So
and it's in 10 different sizes.
So if in case somebody has not understood the name of the pattern, I think there is Andrea Petrone. I think you're there. Would you mind typing up the name that Cecilia mentioned? If you're still there, if you do me a favor to do that. I know that you're probably one of the few one there that could do that. And by the way, hi, Andrea. And can you say that again?
Avia, I will read it. I will write it. Avia.
There you go.
Yala. Ahí está. Avia Yala.
Okay. Avia Yala. Thank you. And well, time is flying. Oh, goodness me. I want you to talk about all of your crafts and all of your things. You also do a lot of teaching?
Yes, I teach online almost in Spanish, but I think that for the end of this year, I'm translating all my workshops that I have already set up in English, because I would like to make also workshops in English.
I would love that. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it will be so
and I
good.
like to make it online because I'm at home, so I can manage the hours of the day with my little kids. And I think that is the best way.
That's fantastic. I think that would be, I think I actually, when you start your live in Spanish, I just click on them and I watch for a little bit, and then you start, and then you're very fast. So, but I love the energy. I love what you show. And again, I think I have to start crochet because it's so beautiful. Now I have another one that I would like to talk about. It's called Stairway to Heaven shawl.
Yes, it's this one.
Of course, she has them all. I don't have any of them. I just have beautiful pictures. Show the shawl before I show the image.
Is this one.
Look at that. So
Yes,
This one,
this is all color.
yeah.
This is all color work. Also, it's like a rock shell because of the name, and this is like music, you know.
It's like a piano, yeah? It's like,
Yes, yes, and this is, you know, rock and roll. Well, I like a lot this shawl,
yeah.
and the picture also. I'm with that jacket.
That's, I mean, this is incredible. And
Yes,
it's so, as you say, it's so rock and roll, it's so modern, it's so cool. And that's one of the things that I really like about you is that a lot of people perceive crochet, a lot, and as something that is more like old school, or something that, you just crochet your blanket. And, but what you do,
yes.
it just brings it to a different level. And it's so fun. It's so that people just say, I want to make that. I just look at the pictures, and this is what I've seen, when we met in New York, and when we were talking, you said you wanted to do something, and I'm like, fine, love it. And so this one is Stairway to Heaven. When did you publish this one?
This one was published, I think that 1.5 years, because this was a collaboration with another brand of yarns.
Yeah.
And this shawl traveled with them to the Vogue Knitting Live, but from the year before.
From the year before.
Not this year.
Yes. So this
yes.
is also a fingering weight, and
yes.
And that would be, oh my God, this would be stunning in our baby yak and silk as well. I think that would be
yes,
really
yes.
good.
Yes, and you can see also a lot of project of this shawl in Ravelry, with very beautiful combinations.
Yeah.
This is not the best one, I have to say.
But it's so beautiful, and I really like, as you said, I love the jacket and the setting that you have. Let's talk about your photo shoot. So you said you do everything yourself. You do the design, you do your samples, you do your photos. So somebody must take a photo. Is that your son or somebody that helps you with the photography?
Well, I have my son of 11 years, Theo, and I have a tripod. Yes.
Tripod.
Yes, a tripod. So he helped me a lot. And before this quarantine, I was with a professional photographer. We only make one session. I start working with her. She's a friend of mine from the town, from here. But now we can't work. So now I'm again with my son. And also I use when you put the 10 seconds for the picture.
The remote control to take pictures.
Yes.
Yeah. And now I want to know about, I mean, this is the photo shoot. We are going back to the calendula shawl. This is such a happy, I know, you've done this during quarantine. So, and you just did this a couple of days ago. And
yes, this pictures was made 3 days ago. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, just the happiness of this image and the dress and everything. It just, so you do your own styling, and I think in one you have flower in your mouth, and everything is perfection. And I like how you want you to do, because this is a half pie shawl, and then here is the other one, I would say. And this dress, now question, did you make the dress? Did you sew the dresses?
No, I didn't make the dress.
You're human, okay. It's actually a skirt, I think, yeah? I want the skirt. Does the skirt comes with the shawl pattern? It's beautiful. Oh, somebody's joining us from Iran. That's the first time. You're very welcome.
Yes, and also they say that pictures of Theo are beautiful. Yes, all that pictures was made by my son Theo.
Yes.
And yes, they are perfect.
They're great. I think he sees the love of his mama. And the background with the rocks that you have there is like a construction with a grotto or something that looks very nice.
No, it's just a wall, a big wall all over the, I don't know how to say in English, but in Argentina, we say like quebrada.
Okay,
It's
so
when you're walking through mountains, but you have walls.
Yeah.
And you can walk in the middle of those walls.
Yeah.
So it's just like two walls.
Yeah.
And you can walk in the middle, and it's great.
Here in New York, I can walk between buildings. That's as far as I go.
Yes.
I wish I was there. And the same lady from Iran says that Iran also has a lot of local clothes that are several thousand years old. Yeah, I mean, the tradition there is incredible. I mean, even the embroidery and
yes,
with beads and everything else is incredibly beautiful. So it's nice. I can't believe that.
Cave or rock tunnel, canyon. Yes, that's the name in English. Yes.
Yeah. So, how many patterns, what sparks your creativity? I know you have all of the background of South America and all of the colors in your head, but what makes you design a new shawl? How do you start the process?
Oh, it can start in many different ways. Many different ways. I don't have a particular way to my creative process because I am, sometimes I feel like I have thousands and a lot of ideas at the same time.
Well, I'm not surprised.
So, yes, I think that when you travel and you see so many different things and you meet so many different people and so many different places and with, a beach, mountains, jungle, when you see so many different things and you have all that information inside you, I think that your mind and your soul also just, it's all the time processing that information. So I don't know. It's just that I don't have a special way to design or to my creative process. For example, I am not good for working, for example, for magazines, because when they give me the mood board, it's just that's not the way for me for working. No, I can't. And maybe 1 year later, I make a design that is with this mood board, but not because I work in that way, It's just that I can't control that. I don't have control of that. So nice. I just start something, and then maybe I can start the same shawl 20 times, or maybe the first time I start, I finish. It happens to me with this one, with the Coco Boxy sweater, the winter version, for example. Yeah. It's not an easy construction, but because it has also different techniques in the same design, and different directions also for crochet design. But I think that I went to the cinema with my kids. We was watching the Coco movie, the movie. Yes. And that night I came back home and I remember that I just started crocheting.
Oh, wow.
And yes, and I finished that designs in 2 days. Oh. And it was perfect. So I don't know, and sometimes I can be 1 year with the same design, working with other things also at the same time. But it's just that I don't have a box when I said, okay, I have to work like this, like this, like this. No, I just go for free.
Wow. Now I change subject. Do you cook as well? Are you a good, great chef?
No. I'm a disaster cooking. Disaster.
Okay. I have to find something. Sorry, because it's like you're doing everything, and you seem
no. And the father of my kids, he's a professional chef. He cooks very well, obviously, and I always think that, well, maybe they, at least they have their father, because I'm terribly at the kitchen. I'm terrible.
So you can be on one side doing your crochet and your craft, and then you get up and lunch and dinner is ready.
Yes, I would love to have that, but no, not.
Wow, that's nice to have, though. It's I thought I had to find something. But it's incredible. I'm sure that people will love the all of your pattern, of course. I think I hope that also through this chat we managed to get more people excited about crochet. I think it's that it's such a portable craft as well, and is sort of easier to carry than with all the needles. I think I have the last question for you. Do you have a specific favorite brand of crochet hooks, or what kind of hooks do you use?
No, I use every hooks, and it's true that in the last 2 or 3 years, I was using thinner hooks than before, but because now I know that for this technique or for this result, I need to make with fingering or with sport weight. So I think that now that I am more technical about crocheting, now I like to have little details, and those little details are possible with maybe 3.5 or 4 millimeters or less even. So I think that now I'm most of all crocheting with those sizes.
Okay, all right. That's good to know that you don't have a specific one, and it depends. It's like knitting needles. I guess everybody has their favorite. I think our time has come to an end. I just have a couple of things that I want to tell people. So reminder that the calendula shawl is on Ravelry and the pattern and on Etsy. If you want the kit, you can go on a website and get the kit in different colors, and you will have to wait for for a few of the colors. I think it's nice to be able to see people so far away and like yourself. So I'm very, very grateful that you actually chose my yak for your design. This is incredible. It's our first crochet pattern that is made with our yarn, so we are very excited about it. And I just want to thank you personally. I hope to see you soon, whether it's in Barcelona or here in New York.
Yes, I hope also see you in Barcelona.
Yes.
This is my local festival, so I'm expecting this festival so much. I love this festival.
Thank you, Cecilia. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Keep following us. We will post more photos.
Thank you all so very much for watching us. See you at the next episode.